some yoga. Let's do it. All right, we're gonna start sitting. I'm Maeve. I should look at the camera when I say that. I'm Maeve. Welcome. Start sitting. So when I post these videos, I notice things that I do. I walk and talk at the same time. I rarely like stop and talk, and I'm always doing something as I'm talking, and then I try to edit the videos to be like clean when I post them up for you to watch on demand, and I realize how my habits don't lend well to that, and I always think you need to do a hard stop and a hard start when you start these classes. I'll try it tomorrow. We already started. We're good. Have a seat. Let's let your hands rest on your thighs. Eyes can be soft. If you want, close them. If you don't do it. Just take a few breaths here. We won't be here long, I promise. We're going to get right into it. But just like I walk and talk and turn and talk and do all these things, I do think it's important when we start our practice to have a hard start, stop, hard start. And I actually say, and I've said this a lot before, but I say in my head, and now I begin my practice. For me, that formal sort of designation is really helpful for me to stay present in what I'm about to do so that I'm not still walking away from something that I was doing over there, and I bring it mentally with me. And now my practice begins. Couple more breaths here. And then let's make our way hands and knees. Hands and knees with your fingers pointing forward. I like hands a little wide to start. And I'm going to turn my fingers a little bit open toward the sides of my mat just for these first few rounds. Inhaling, heart, head, tail to the sky. Exhale, push the ground away and round your back. Inhaling and exhaling. And then as we're here, I like to start to move my hands around a little bit and play with the position and what that does to my shoulders and what that does to my back. Maybe even bring them narrower or wider. You have all of the freedom you want to explore movement however you want in our time together. And I'm going to turn my fingers all the way around to point at my knees. And I'm going to go again, like that. I'm getting a wrist stretch, a forearm stretch. For me, it feels so good. For you, it might not. You don't have to do it. Don't suffer through something that doesn't feel like it's benefiting you. And then if you flip your fingers, bring them back around. Right arm up to the sky. And then right arm threads under that left side. Bring your right temple to the ground. Push your feet down firmly. Maybe reach this left arm overhead. I'm going to give Lulu belly rubs. It makes her very happy. Then we're going to come out slowly. And then second side, left arm up. And then thread under. Left temple, cheekbone down to the ground. Maybe this right arm goes overhead. Harass them like that. She secretly enjoys it. And then back up to center. Arms are gonna go long, elbows come down, palms pressed together. Lulu, you gotta lie down because you're so big, nobody can see. Elbows down, hands up, drop through. Maybe forehead to the ground, maybe gaze goes forward and you start to maybe slide forward and bring the heart toward the floor. Contain your belly, be strong here. And then come forward, forearm plank. Oh, Lulu. Forearm plank. She's shedding so much, my goodness, Lou. Now she's squeezing me off. You're squeezing me off my mat. Good. Put your knees down. Bring your right hand back, kind of by your rib cage, and then bend the right elbow. It's kind of half chaturanga, half forearm plank, but have your knees down so that it's totally accessible. Notice how you want to kind of curl up here. Bring your torso parallel to the ground. I hope I'm doing that. I hope I'm doing that. Right forearm comes around. Left hand comes back. Both hands forward. Full forearm plank. One more time. And then knees down. Child's pose. Stretch back. I like get all this cat hair off of my mat. Lulu, shedding your fur everywhere. From child's pose, stretch your arms long. Palm the floor, get all your knuckles down. Reach the arms so long your elbows lift off the ground. Hug your triceps in toward your ears. Lengthen the crown of your head, the very top of your head, toward your thumbs. And then tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Keep that energy in the arms. Right foot, step it forward. Stay high in your fingertips. Blocks are wonderful here. Big bend in the right knee. Heart pulls forward. Left arm reaches forward. Right arm reaches back. Roll the right shoulder open. Sink the right hip a little deeper. Bend the right knee a little more. Back leg stronger. Rise up. Right hand to left hamstring. High. I feel like I was facing the ground for so long there. One more inhale. Bring your hands around, straighten the front leg. Both legs are straight. Blocks are yet again wonderful here. Good. Soften the front knee. Push your hands down. Pick up your foot, step back. Breath in to your belly, exhale. Bring your forearms forward, bring your palms on the ground, but your fingertips toward each other. So your elbows are kind of out to the side in an angle. Push down into your arms and lift your belly up off the ground. So you're basically in a plank, like the sensation of a forearm plank in the front body, but your hips are down. And then very lightly, keep
that lift in the belly, but lift your legs up like very, very lightly, very small. It doesn't have to be high. If it goes high, you're going to crush your ribs down. And then downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. And then left foot comes forward. On the fingertips, use blocks if you got them and it helps you. Powerful back leg. Good. Keep that left knee bending. The tendency is that you're going to want to straighten the leg here. Back leg really strong, but front leg bent. And then without rolling the chest open, take the right arm forward. So you're going to work your abs here to keep the shoulders square. Reach the left arm back. Rise up, left hand to your right hamstring. And then release your hands around. And straighten the front leg. And soften the front knee. Push your hands down. Pick up your left foot. Step back to plank. Breath in. To your belly, exhale. Arms slide forward. Push your forearms down. Push your elbows down. Scoop your belly up away from the ground. And then barely just float those legs up. Make the legs longer. And then downward facing dog. And then take a little pause in downward facing dog. Feel your hands in the ground. Allow your heels to root toward the floor more. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Really nice. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Look at the top of your mat. Bring your feet to your hands. Inhale, come halfway. Oh my gosh, I stepped away for a second. Lulu took over. Fold down with your exhale. Inhale, rise up to stand. And draw your hands into your heart. Exhale. Rhythm, breath, movement. Inhale, rise up. Stay with me, don't run away. Forward fold, exhale. Just a half salute. Come up halfway, inhale. And then fold back down, exhale. Rise up to stand, inhale. Draw your hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale and bow. Inhale, halfway. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Exhale, hands into your heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Right foot steps back, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale. Hands come down to the ground, exhale. Step back, plank, breath in. To your belly, exhale. Shalabhasana, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale.
Exhale, hands down, step forward. Halfway up, inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Pause on the top, little breath to take deeper that back bend, and then forward fold. Halfway, inhale. Left foot steps back, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Plank breath in. Belly down, exhale. Shalabhasana, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Left foot forward, exhale. Rise, inhale. Crescent. Hands down, step forward. Halfway up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. All the way up, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up, yes. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway, inhale. Right foot back, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale. Right hand down, left hand up, easy twist, breath in. Exhale, hand down. Plank, inhale. To your belly, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Left hand down, exhale, right hand up. Breath in. Release your hand, step forward. Halfway, breath in. Forward fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Little more breath to take a little back bend. Bow forward, exhale. Halfway, inhale. Left foot back, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Left hand down, right hand up. Release the hand down. Plank, inhale. Belly down, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Foot forward, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Hands down, step forward. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. And then forward fold, exhale. Halfway, inhale. Step to plank. Breath in and plank. Chaturanga or the floor. Cobra, up dog, Shalabhasana. You choose your back bend. Down dog. Exhale. Soft, even, steady breath. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, look forward, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, opening up. Downward facing dog, exhale. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale, take it back. Yes, inhale, curl up, rise up. Downward facing dog, exhale. Beautiful. Soft, even, steady breath. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look forward, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. rise, inhale. And then draw your hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, reach your right arm up. I'm not mirroring you. Left arm reaches down. Good. Nice big side bend. Stretch these fingers down, these fingers high and over. Pull this right arm back down, left arm up and over. Stretch down, reach up. Pull down, both elbows out. Breath in, forward fold, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Move through, make your way to down dog. Beautifully done. Right leg back with an inhale. Right knee into your chest. Little pause, breath in, lift up higher with the exhale. Lower the leg down. Lift up, lower the leg down. Lift up, step your foot forward. Left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back, rise up. Twisting. Beautiful. Beautiful. Come around. Straighten this front leg. And then back heel roots down, Skandasana, back of your mat. Doesn't have to be deep. You're going to turn to the back of your mat. So turn around, face the back of your mat. You can take your left foot wider. Right hand comes down, then twist open. Yep. Just trust. You've been in this twist. We did this when we were in the sun salutes. Good. Just listen. I promise you're going to be fine. I know if you've started facing the camera, you're not facing me right now. Don't crank your neck. I promise you're going to be okay. You're going to come into Vashisthasana on your right foot, right hand. And you're going to take your left foot, you're going to bring it behind your right leg. And you're going to sink down. And then you push and lift into wild thing. Yeah. I'm going to release all the way down to sitting. So nice and strong. Beautiful. Your left knee is bent, your right leg is straight. You're going to do this a few times, so if that was confusing, don't worry. I promise you, you'll get it. I promise you, you'll get it. Left arm reaches up. Reach forward like you want to touch your right foot. You might not. Doesn't matter. That's not the goal. But you're going with that energy toward the foot. If you have the foot, cool. Use it to pull forward a little more. And you're going to take your left arm around the front of the shin and bring that left hand behind your hip or wherever it comes to. And then if you want, the right arm can come from the right side and you get a wrap here. You might not get the wrap. Lots of factors at play here. Many factors at play here. If it doesn't happen, don't be mad about it. It doesn't matter. Good. Unravel. Pick up your left foot. Bring your left foot across your chest. You can cradle the foot in your elbow if it feels okay. You can bring your hands. I'm going to turn on an angle again just so you can kind of see here. This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. Whatever this is great. It's more about the shape of this shin. And lift the shin, trying to lift the spine. You're going to bring your right foot in toward your left hip. And it's going to hopefully give you some ability to sit up taller. It might not, depending on where your mobility comes from.
Could you just stay by my side?
Good. You're going to release this leg. You're going to shift onto your right hip. Legs come back. You're in plank. No trickery, just plank. Chaturanga, or the floor. Curl up. And downward facing dog with your exhale. Pause. Breathe. Reset. Connect. And then left leg back, inhale. Knee into your chest, exhale. Pause. With your next exhale, lift higher. Inhale the leg down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale it down. Exhale it up. Let's do that one more time. Lower down with control. Lift up. Place your left foot forward. Really nice. Right arm reaches forward. Left arm reaches back. Rise up. And then bring both hands around and straighten the front leg. And then start to turn the right heel, the back heel, inward. And start to move into Skandasana, whatever that looks like on your body. Yeah, you're going to the back of your mat. Yes, Jordan, really good. So this is where it gets a little funky because we're turned away from the front of your mat. Zero stress. Don't just listen. Don't question yourself. If you don't get into the right position, like according to me, you're still in your practice, so don't let it be like a thing. Turn to the back of the mat. Left hand is down. Move your right foot a little to the right. And then twist open. Back leg really strong. Back foot really strong. And then we're going to come into side plank, Vashisthasana. So you're on the left foot, left hand, or your left knee instead of your foot. And then you're going to take this top leg, the right leg, and bring it behind the left leg. You're going to sink down and then lift up. Wild thing. And then with control, lower your hips down to the ground. Your right foot is flat, your knee is bent. Good. And then you can like lean off to your left side a little bit here. It's okay for this right cheek to lift up a little bit. Yep. Maybe get your foot, maybe start to pull the hip back a little bit. Good. And then the right shoulder, the tricep comes in front of the shin. Palm turns open, hand comes behind, and then maybe the left hand comes from behind. All a series of maybes. Last inhale. And then gently release. You're going to bring this right leg up. You're going to find your shin. That was me starting my yoga session on my watch because I forgot to do so. I'm an hour into moving today and I didn't get any recorded evidence that I did it, which means I can't brag about it to anybody, or I can't look back at my metrics. I mean, it's just tragic. The tragedy of 2022 that I didn't record my yoga practice. That's the way I thought about it, fought it. Bring your left foot toward your right hip. Sit up taller. Good. Roll off to your left side. Take this right leg back behind you. Shift into plank, breath in. Chaturanga, or your path back to down dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, right leg back. Right knee into your chest, exhale. Stay, inhale. Exhale, lift the knee higher, step your right foot forward. Left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. Open up. Yeah. And then both hands down, straighten the front leg. Turn the back heel in. Skandasana, sit to the back of your mat. Turning to the back of your mat, right hand down, left toes square off, turn to your left. Vashisthasana. Pinky side of the right foot down or your right knee. And then left foot comes behind. Sink. Press open. Wild thing. And then sink back down again. Good. We got a little change up. Left knee is bent. Right leg is straight. Twist to your left. Come back to center. Take your left foot. Extend it up. Push your right leg down. Yep. So this leg doesn't have to be straight. It might be, but it doesn't have to be. I have to scoop myself over a little bit here, so I have room for this next nonsense. Bend your left knee. Take the knee as far out to the side as you can. So instead of bringing the foot across, bring the knee out, the foot out like happy baby. Bring your shoulder inside of your knee. And then see if you can wrap your shoulder inside of your knee. I'm going to turn on an angle. Push down and lift up. And then maybe wrap your feet and come around for Ashtavakrasana. Good. I have to turn this way to make this transition, I think. Good. See if you can take the left leg back. Right shin comes forward. It doesn't have to be pretty. Pigeon. Whoo! Yes. We're not here to like, oh, get comfy. We're here to be active. Push the legs down. Maybe arms up to the sky. Maybe squeeze the left glute more. Right arm off to the side, and then big side bend over to the right. Hands come around, tuck the left toes. Plank breath in, chaturanga exhale. Curl up, rise up. Downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Left leg back, inhale. Left knee to chest, shift forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift up higher. Step the left foot forward. Good. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. Rise up. And then both hands come down. Straighten the front leg. Turn the back heel to the middle of your mat. Walk yourself to the back of your mat for Skandasana. Yeah. And then turn all the way to the back of the mat. Right toe square off. And then lunge twist. And then pinky side of the left foot comes to the ground, or the left knee comes down. And we come into Vashisthasana. Right foot comes behind the left leg. Sink the hips down. And then lift up. And then sink back down again. Good. Left arm. You either hug it or hook it, and we twist. Really nice. Come back to center. Take your foot. Extend the leg. Push, 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 push. Use this, use the arms against the foot to lift up. Use the foot against the hands to push away. Yeah. And then bring your foot in. Bend this knee. Move your shoulder inside. And then hands come by your hips, kind of. Sorry, we actually had the leg out. Sorry. Leg out. Lifting up. And then maybe crossing at the shin, at the ankles. And then Ashtavakrasana. Okay, this is an awkward transition, I know. But you got a couple breaths here. Your left shin's going to come forward. And your right shin is going to go back. We find pigeon. However you need to get there. And it's not a quieting end of practice pigeon. It's an active middle of the practice pigeon. Maybe big side bend over to the left. Engage that right glute.
Bring the hands around. Tuck the toes, take it back. And then move through. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in downward facing dog. We're going to keep building on this, but with some changes. So don't get too attached to anything. Right leg back, inhale. Knee into your chest, exhale. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lift higher. Place your foot forward. Right arm back, left arm forward. Rise up. Beautiful. Left hand comes around, block or floor. Revolved half moon. Just lift up the left leg. Turn. Yeah. Beautiful. Really nice. 2 more breaths. You got this. Soften the front knee. Take your left leg way back. Heel in, Skandasana, back of the mat. And then turn to the back of the mat. Twist to the left. Right hand down, left arm up. Vashisthasana. Wild thing. Sinking down. Good. Twist. Take your foot, extend out. Good. Bring your foot in. I got ahead of myself on the last round. This time I mean it. Pull the knee back, shoulder inside, hands come forward, rock your weight forward. You're gonna extend that left leg forward. I'm on my right shin. You don't have to go anywhere, but maybe take this right leg back. And then listen, right knee down. Left leg to the sky. 3-legged dog. Lift that right knee up. Knee into your chest, shift forward. Inhale. Exhale, lift the knee up, place your foot forward. Right arm forward, left arm back, rise up. And then lengthen forward. Block or floor for the right hand. Right leg lifts up. Twist to the left. Revolved half moon. We were here for a little bit. Get in it, breathe. Get in it, breathe. Ah, knocked myself right out. Soften the front knee. Step your right foot way back. And then Skandasana, back of your mat. So good. Turn to the back of your mat. Left hand down, right hand up. Adjust that right foot so your foot is square. Don't compromise your pose. Pinky side of the left foot, Vashisthasana. Wild thing. Release the hips down. Twist. Yeah. Come back to center. Take your foot. Other leg comes in. Knee goes wide. Shoulder inside. I promise you don't have to be able to do Kundanyasana to do this, I swear. Well, you do have to get your shoulder inside your knee. There's a few things happening, but like if you're scared of the arm balance, don't let that be the thing that trips you up. This is harder than getting into what we're about to do. Your hands come forward. I'm gonna keep my left shin down so that I just have this. This is harder. The straightening of this right leg is harder than being in your arms here. But then maybe you start to feel like where you are in space and you take the left leg back. And you don't have to float it. Left knee comes down. Right leg sweeps up. 3-legged dog. Right knee to your chest, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lift higher, step your foot forward. Left arm forward, right arm back. Open up. Good. Revolved half moon, 1 breath. Release your right hand down. Standing splits or take a little hop here for handstand. And I'll give you a few breaths to do that. And smash right out of the window today. Good. So nice. Yes. Polo, beautiful. And then come back down with the right foot down. Stretch your left foot to the back of your mat.
Skandasana. Turn to the back of your mat. Lunge, twist. Just your feet. Don't compromise. Right into wild thing. Take it around. And then carefully down to sitting. Twist. Release. Foot. Shin comes in. Knee goes wide. Hands come around. Up onto that shin. Maybe extend it back. And then three-legged dog. I like transitioning, for me personally, on my knee, because otherwise I'm like crazy trying to muscle it. Bring your left knee into your chest. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. Step your foot forward. Right arm forward, left arm back. Open. And then revolved half moon. Just for a breath. You're welcome. Bring that left hand down. Standing splits or handstand. So good. Beautiful. Left foot comes down, right foot to the back of your mat. Skandasana. All the way back. Yeah. Turn to the back. Lunge twist. Right into wild thing. And then release it down. Twist to your right. Release. Take your foot. Extend. Other shin comes in. Knee goes wide. Shoulder inside. Hands come around. Maybe you open. I like knee down this time. Child's pose. Good. So what I mean by that, like, you can stay in child's pose. You don't have to look. I'm not doing anything. But that transition from Kundanyasana 2 to Chaturanga is a lot harder than it looks. And like, I can muscle my way through it. It's not pretty. And it's not really sound when I do it like that. I'm finding out. I'm feeling. I kind of like use a lot of my back. I use a lot of my low back. Maybe my core is not strong enough. I don't know. But, and I don't know if you feel that way, but I like to have a stronger, more controlled transition out of it now, instead of just trying to shoot my legs back and hit that chaturanga. If you're comfortable with it, that's great. I don't want to dissuade you from doing it, but just really listen to your body as you're doing it and see how it feels. A couple more breaths in child's pose. And then rise up onto your knees. Good. You're amazing. Right hand is going to come either to your hamstring or calf, maybe to your heel. Your left arm's going to come around. Come back around. You're going to do that on the other side. So I find for many people, coming into camel this way is a little bit more comfortable, but it might not be for you. I don't want to generalize and say that that's the truth. Come back up and then take a little pause. And if you're just not feeling camel today, then you can take any other back bend you want. But we're going to move from here into that sort of twisting camel. Do what you need to do. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm not going to try to convince you otherwise. I want you to do what you need. So starting from here, right hand on your right heel. Push the hips forward and open up. You're doing your own thing if this isn't working for you. Come back through. Hips come back. Left hand to left foot. Calf, hamstring. Lock. I'm just going to do this a few times side to side. It's kind of like wild thing, am I right? Of course I'm right. So I think it's that sort of graceful freedom that people connect to. We're going to do 2 more on each side if it's there for you. But if you're not a wild thing fan, then you're probably not going to be a fan of this either. It's almost like a little bit more contained. We got one more each way. Come back around, downward facing dog as our counter to those back bends. Right leg stretches back, inhale. Right knee into your chest, exhale. Stay breath in. Exhale, lift higher, step your foot forward. Back knee down, blocks are great. Ardha Hanumanasana. Full Hanumanasana if you like it. Anything in between. Carefully, please. Maybe right hand off to the right side, engage the left glute a little bit more, and then left arm up and over. Good. If you're happy in Hanumanasana and you want to kind of play here, you can come forward. Both arms can come toward that front foot. Bring it back in. You're going to rock onto your right hip and you're going to find pigeon. So if you're in half Hanumanasana, you're going to bend the knee, walk the foot across. Easy. Good. This time you get to come down and pause. And so while I do still want you to be like a little bit active here in the legs, not completely asleep. There is a little bit of like letting go, a little succumbing to the weight of your body and to the floor, the strength of the floor. So let yourself have that little down regulation and just a little bit quieter, passive. I hate to even use the word passive, but just a little taste of being passive. Dipping your toes in there. Bring your hands under your shoulders, step back. And then if you'd like a vinyasa, go for it. If you've had enough, you skip it. From dog, left leg stretches back. Knee into your chest. Take a breath in. Lift higher with a knee and then place your foot forward. Right knee comes gently down. Half splits if you'd like. Fall. This is not passive. Feet are gently drawing toward each other. A little awareness and the legs scissoring toward each other. Connection down. Little engagement is right glute. Not passive. If you feel good here and you're comfortable, left arm out to the left side, right arm up and over. Maybe the arms come around to the front. And then gently rise up, kind of roll off on, in the full version, roll off onto your side, start to bend the front leg. If you're in half Hanumanasana, you can bend the front leg, walk the foot across. And here we are in pigeon. And then giving yourself some softness here. So that's a better word. I said passive earlier. It's really not. It's like you're tasting that sense, but it's really just softness. So giving yourself some softness. A little less work.
So I'm going to say this next bit from a place of like self-realization and compassion, and not at all not at all teasing. There's no teasing whatsoever. If you are one of those people that has to do the exact same thing as you did on the first side, you're going to lift up, you're going to step back. If you took a vinyasa, you can take the vinyasa, or you're going to move it down dog. If you don't have to do the same thing on both sides, you're going to rise up, and we'll all meet whenever you're ready in Upavishta Konasana. So I used to be that person that had to do the exact same thing on both sides, and that's why I'm not like, oh, I've evolved, I'm not that person anymore. I'm just not that person anymore. But I get it. I 100% get it. I still have a pretty good chunk of it, trust me. Maybe it's just today I don't have it. But either way, wherever you came from, you're now here. And then you're going to shift your spine a little bit forward if it's there for you. If you feel like this in Upavishta Konasana, I'm actually going to go like this, you can see, where I say shift forward and you shift forward like this and like this. Don't bother shifting forward because it's not going to do you any good. It's not serving you. Try to level your pelvis. So maybe bring your hands here. Try to move the sitting bones, almost like you're moving them back behind you a little bit, and then take your hands behind and lift up. Yeah. So if your moving forward is like this, do this instead. It feels so much better. It feels so much better. In my humble opinion. This class went really fast for me. I'm not sure why, but I had to double take at the clock a couple times. Come back up. Take the feet long in front of you until the soles come together, but don't pull your feet in toward your groin. Just keep your legs out long, unless this doesn't feel good, and then you can come into Baddha Konasana. But just try something new if you can. It's probably not new, but different. How's that? And then start to move the heart forward any amount. Just notice where you feel this. This doesn't always feel great on my body, but it definitely hits the muscles, the hips, the legs in a different way than Baddha Konasana, which I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of doing things differently and getting different results. And then rise up and then pull your feet in and just notice the difference. Totally different. Totally different. For me. I'll let you have your own narrative. This is significantly easier for me. Rise back up, legs out straight in front. If you don't love Paschimottanasana, pick something else. Inhale, rise up, and then come forward. Same thing. This is very similar to Upavishta. If you're coming forward is like this, like you've translated into your shoulders coming forward, but your spine moving back, then stay here instead. Give yourself some support and start to work the hinge of the hip, starting to find the ability to take the torso forward. If you're coming forward and you're in that deep hinge of the hip, when you've gone as far forward as you can, when you've hinged as far as you can, let your head go, let your back round. But only when you've come forward far. Okay, then you don't really need to hold on anymore. Rise back up with your inhale. Good. Decide how you want to finish. Do you want to lie down, come into Shavasana? Do you want to stay seated? Do you want to take your legs up the wall? I know we didn't do a lot of inversions today. I just didn't really feel like it, if you can hear my voice. If you want to get a little inversion, take the legs up the wall so you feel that. If you're comfortable sitting, we'll just finish the way we started. Shavasana is wonderful. Lie down if you want. Allow your eyes to soften. Minimal engagement
and that's not just muscularly, minimal engagement. Think about that. So minimal, like expansive breath, minimal thoughts, minimal movement, minimal engagement to hold yourself wherever you are. Just like downgrade all of it, finding some quiet. Start again to feel your breath, to feel your body, to be in the space around you. If you're not already seated, you're going to find your way to sitting gently, slowly, kindly. And then hands in prayer at your heart. Take a breath in. Simply bow your mind to your heart. Inhale, rise up. Allow your eyes to open. Thank you for your practice.